Hello, everybody, and welcome to Elite Weather. My name is Mr. G. I am your meteorologist, and welcome to your weather today. And today we're going to talk about that weather that's taking place out there across America. And let's take a look at the radar as we get things started. And we're seeing a lot of that precipitation through portions of Florida, down along the Gulf Coast, and through the Appalachian Mountain Range as well, from the northeast, from Boston area, all the way down through the lower Great Lakes and through the Midwest as well, and into the lower plains. So the southern plains, we're also seeing some of those scattered showers and thunderstorms kind of mixed in through there as we have our four corners monsoons taking place, and we have more rainfall coming into the Pacific Northwest where we're seeing some showers and thunderstorms in that region as well. And we also have a lot of hot weather through portions of the Pacific Northwest, even with the rainfall. So we still have a heat advisory in place up there. And as we take a look at our watches and warnings, the National Weather Service feels it's going to be hot enough to have that heat advisory in place there through portions of the Pacific Northwest. We also have a red flag here in Oregon, and we have our flooding situation through Arizona, New Mexico, portions of Utah, as well as Nevada, and even into California, where we can see some flash flooding from some of those monsoon thunderstorms as they really get going later on late in the day today. And we have our issue here with some heavy rain through portions of the Appalachian Mountains, where we're dealing with some heavy rain down through Kentucky, West Virginia, southern Ohio as well. We're going to be dealing with that rainfall from some of those thunderstorms. We have our stationary front that's kind of hanging out in this region, producing that rainfall for a lot of you folks out there this afternoon. And as we take a look at some of those temperatures, our hottest temperature in the country right now is actually in the Pacific Northwest, where we have this 107 right here in southeastern Washington. So we're seeing very hot weather through portions of the Pacific Northwest, as well as some rainfall moving in, especially toward the Cascade Mountain Range areas of the Pacific Northwest, where we're seeing that rainfall. And then we have those temperatures, those seasonal temperatures for this time of year through the state of California. And we got our southwest heat, but actually it's a little bit cooler. This summer has been running slightly cooler in the desert southwest because of the monsoons has been very, very active. We're seeing 107 down in Phoenix, so we have a little bit cooler as opposed to the 114, 115s that they could see, but a little bit cooler weather across the desert southwest because of those monsoons. We're starting to see things cool off a little bit across Texas as well. We're not seeing those 108s and 109s. Now we have some upper 90s and a few lower 100s out there across the Texas area. Very pleasant weather across the northern plains and the upper Mississippi Valley and into the Great Lakes. Very nice temperatures, in the 70s and lower 80s into the northern tier of the nation and the lakes area here. And we're seeing that warm weather across the northeast, down across the southeast coast, and through the state of Florida, where we're seeing those temperatures in the 90s out there. And here's what we're going to be seeing for tomorrow. I wanted to show you Texas. Texas even cooler. No 100s tomorrow across the state of Texas. How long has it been since we've seen a day in Texas there is not 100 degrees? We're actually going to be in the lower to mid 90s across the state of Texas, and we'll see those 90s going all the way through the central into the northern plains, into the high plains of Montana and Wyoming out there. So, and we're going to be seeing that heat again across the Pacific Northwest for another day. We're going to see that 105 down there in the southeastern portion of Washington out there. So that is a quick look at the temperatures across America for today and tomorrow. I just wanted really to show you that we're finally going to get some relief for you folks down in the state of Texas. So I'm really happy to talk about that, as well as a little bit of rainfall. So here we are. Let's take a look at our severe weather situation. We're not going to be seeing a lot of severe weather across the nation today. A little bit of severe weather is possible here in the northeast and here in the Pacific Northwest, where we can see a little bit of rainfall induced severe weather. So some heavy rain that could bring some gusty winds and maybe some pea-sized hail for some of you folks. Some pea-sized, very small hail. So very marginal severe for today, and again tomorrow. Again, marginal severe here through portions of the mid-Atlantic. Heavy rainfall is going to be the primary threat. Heavy rain and some gusty winds. And again, in the Pacific Northwest, might see some gusty winds and a little bit of hail possible with some of those thunderstorms over there across north central Washington and northern Oregon. So, and for your so we got Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So Thursday we have no severe weather expected at this time, but again we're gonna do a weather forecast tomorrow, and we'll probably see a little bit of isolated severe possible out there by Thursday. But as of right now, no severe weather is expected for Thursday. So here we are with your 3-day weather forecast. And for this afternoon, we're going to be seeing that heavy rainfall through portions of the Ohio Valley and into the Kentucky area and the Tennessee Valley, where we're going to be seeing a heavy rainfall because of our stationary front that's kind of being blocked here by all of this high pressure down across the western Atlantic and the southeastern U.S. And that high pressure is going to keep this frontal boundary at bay here, so it's going to hang out here for a few more days and dump that heavy rain because we have these embedded impulses of low pressure riding along the front that's going to contribute to some excessive rainfall through portions of the Appalachians and the lower the Midwest and the Ohio Valley. So we'll watch out for that for this afternoon. And we have our monsoons here through the four corners. So we're talking through Arizona, California, and into portions of Utah and out here in Nevada, where we're going to be seeing that heavy rain from those monsoons that can lead to some flash flooding instances out that way this afternoon. Few showers expected across the state of Texas as well today. So Texas can get some relief from the rain, especially northern Texas and East Texas. So Houston, Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin could see a few showers. Unfortunately, San Antonio is just going to be just outside of the area that can see some those showers and storms today, but some showers possible in Oklahoma City and in Tulsa and through Arkansas and Louisiana as well. And along the Gulf Coast, those showers and thunderstorms are going to continue today. And we're also going to be seeing those showers and storms extend up the eastern seaboard into New England and along the big cities there. We're going to be seeing those showers and thunderstorms. Nice weather is going to be expected across the Great Lakes and the northern plains today. So Michigan and Wisconsin, Minnesota, North and South Dakota, Montana, and Wyoming going to have very pleasant weather today. Nice temperatures, 70s and 80s. We'll see those 90s in the high plains into the western Dakotas and into Montana and Wyoming. Might see a few 90s. But for the most part, towards the Great Lakes area, going to be very beautiful weather out there this afternoon. So if you're in that part of the country, enjoy, because this is well earned for you guys. Okay, and here you are for your Thursday weather, for your third Wednesday. So we are looking at Wednesday here. All right, here's our Wednesday weather forecast. Dry weather again across the northern plains for the most part. The upper Mississippi Valley through Minnesota, you might see a few isolated showers, maybe a thunderstorm through portions of southwestern Minnesota and central Wisconsin and central Michigan might see an isolated thunderstorm as we have a secondary frontal boundary dropping down out of Canada. But that front is kind of moisture starved because of the frontal boundary that's further to the south through the mid-Atlantic states, through portions of the Tennessee Valley, the lower Ohio Valley, down through the mid-Mississippi Valley and through the southern plains. That frontal boundary is going to have that potential for more heavy rainfall because it has those embedded troughs of low pressure that's going to be scattered throughout there. So we're going to see that heavy rain through portions of the mid-Atlantic. So from the DC down through Virginia, West Virginia, Kentucky, Tennessee, as well as northern portions of Georgia and Alabama could see that heavy rain with the potential for flooding and flash flooding through the Appalachian mountain ranges down that part. And we have our monsoons through the four corners. So more flooding possible through Nevada, Utah, Arizona, and into New Mexico as well. and even extreme eastern California might see the potential for some flash flooding situations from those heavy monsoons. A few showers and thunderstorms is going to be possible in the Pacific Northwest as we have a weak area of low pressure with an embedded trough as well. That's going to be dragging a few showers and storms across that region, and it's going to spread some of those showers and storms over into northern Montana and North Dakota as well. So that is a look at your Wednesday weather forecast. And look at Tuesday. Look at Texas. Texas, we actually get more showers and storms, and now those showers and storms will extend down to San Antonio as well. So all of the big cities in Texas have a chance, at least, of seeing some thunderstorms and a bit cooler weather for your Wednesday out there. And as we take a look at Thursday, we have our monsoons that's going to continue through portions of the Southwest. So New Mexico, Arizona, Utah, portions of Nevada, and Southern California as well, we'll be seeing those monsoon thunderstorms that can lead to some flash flooding through the mountains and the canyons out there. And a few of those showers and storms will extend all the way northern to the high plains of Wyoming and Colorado, into Montana, and into the northern Rockies. Can see a few thunderstorms as well. An area of showers and storms will also be expected across North Dakota and through western and southern Minnesota as well, and into southwestern Wisconsin, northeastern Iowa, and northwestern Illinois, as we have our secondary front in place with an area of low pressure that's going to generate some showers and thunderstorms. But no severe weather is expected at this time. And our main frontal boundary that's still kind of stalling out along the south, the mid-south down there, from the DC area through the Appalachian Mountain Range to the mid to lower Mississippi Valley, and through the central and southern plains, where we're going to be seeing that frontal boundary in place once again. And it's going to be producing those showers and thunderstorms across the entire southeast. So from the Appalachian Mountain Range to the southeast coast, through the state of Florida, and along the Gulf Coast, and across the states of Louisiana, Arkansas, Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia, and South Carolina, North Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky, and Virginia will all see that chance for some showers and thunderstorms. Some of those storms are going to be quite heavy for some of you folks, so there's going to be a lot of potential for some flooding issues throughout the southeast for your Thursday afternoon. That is your 3-day weather forecast. My name is Mr. G. Now let's talk about that tropical outlook. And the tropics are starting to get a little bit active. The National Weather Service do have this area out here just off of the Cape Verde Islands of Africa that is poised for some development there. About a 20% chance of further development over the next 48 hours as this guy moves its way out to the west. We do have a couple of issues down here across the portions of the Caribbean Sea, as well as just off the coast of the southeastern United States and off the coast of Florida. We have a couple other tropical disturbances, but the National Hurricane Center hasn't done anything with those guys yet, but I'm going to keep an eye on that and see just what might happen. I think something interesting might happen with that guy as it moves off to the west, but it may interact with the Yucatan Peninsula, and some shearing might be in place, so it could probably limit what can happen with that fella down there. And as we take a look at the Pacific side, now we have Hurricane Howard out here just off the coast of Baja California, and it has maximum sustained winds of 85 miles per hour. It is a Category 1 hurricane, so it's not really going to develop to anything stronger. And then we have this other area of interest. We have this tropical disturbance down here just off the coast of Mexico and Nicaragua. So we're going to be keeping an eye on that guy, and it has about a 20% chance of further development over the next 48 hours. Here we are with some information about Hurricane Howard out there. As of 8 a.m. this morning, it was centered right about here, and it's going to continue at hurricane strength till about 5 a.m. tomorrow, when it's going to be downgraded into a tropical storm and eventually going to dissipate to a tropical depression and weaken further, and it won't be much of a factor after that. So we're going to be saying bye-bye to Hurricane Howard, as it's going to be a non-factor in the weather along the coast of Mexico, or in Southern California as well. Maybe a slight increase in the swells for the surfers and people with small boats and things like that. Might be a little bit choppy, but not going to make much of a difference for the big ships out there, as it's not really doing that much wave action. It's a very weak system. So here we are. That was a look at your 72-hour forecast. My name is Mr. G. Thanks for watching me today, and I will be back tomorrow with a weather forecast update. All right. Thanks, guys, and have a great day. Bye-bye.